Hey y'all, let's go over the Leitner Rack system that I have installed on Luna here and see how I've got mine set up. Alright, so the Leitner Rack system is designed by Leitner Designs. There's the logo right there. And this is by far the best rack system I've ever seen. It's not cheap, but for the quality that you get, I mean just the craftsmanship when you look at all of the welds, the sturdiness. I've been using this for, I don't know, a little over a year now. The modularity, as you can see how I have mine set up, you can set this up however your needs fit, and then including, I love this up right here. This wows so many people, is this top crossbar, right? It's got these locking knobs, so I could push this forward and take advantage of my bed if I have anything tall, just like a truck, so I don't lose that truck functionality of my bed. And I have used that so many times. You can see this one got loose on me, so let me tighten that up. But that functionality has just been tremendous. All right, installing this guy wasn't that difficult. Please forgive Luna, she's pretty dirty right now. We're at the beach. I was with my daughter, which is why there's a little toddler toilet in there. But that's what all this sand and stuff is that you see here. They're not really permanent scratches or anything. This is held up pretty darn well, as you can see, sand on the shovel. But anyways, it's pretty simple to install, remarkably pretty simple. But definitely dedicate a few hours to the task. The instructions that it comes with are great. Now the worst part of the install is that you do actually have to drill in to your truck bed at 6 points, I believe. Those 2 in the back and then 2 on each of these sides. So that's the worst part of it, and I know that could be kind of scary for some people. But I'll tell you, I mean, it's really not that bad, and for the sturdiness that you get from it, totally worth it. Totally worth it. Okay, so let's check out how I have mine set up. So starting on the driver's side, I have my extra large Gearpod here and my Hydropod here. Now this Hydropod can be pressurized using this handle up here. And then it's got a hose that I have in one of my other pods that could attach here. So it could spray, or I could also, what I've thought is you just use it for drinking. And the knob is here. I had it pressurized, so it was kind of tight to open or close it. Now in my large Gearpod, I'll show you this. This is with the 2nd gen hinges. If you look at other videos, some of the old hinges, you had to manually pull out a lever to hold the thing open. But this is sort of the 2nd gen hinge. So it automatically stays open, which I love. And here you can see I have seats and things for the beach. I've got my canopy, my tarp, umbrella, things like that. Got my emergency cables, jump start cables. And as you can see, so it locks in just by turning, but then there's also a key lock for extra security. And also for a padlock on each side. Now what I'll mention to you, what I've discovered is you can see this one is pushed further in. I did that so I could be able to access that D-ring at the bottom for tie down. So I highly recommend you make sure to set yours up like that. In case you didn't notice, this is on a 2013 Toyota Tundra, which has about 6 foot and 7-inch bed. And so just when you're comparing it to what you could fit on your truck, this is what I've got to fit on mine. Okay, so on the passenger side, you can see I've got 2 of these smaller gearboxes along with 2 of my 3-gallon fuel Rotopax. Starting on this one, as you can see here, I don't have as much space which I intend to move, sort of shift everything over, because I found last time that I couldn't really get into that D-ring. So FYI, while you're setting it up, you might want to make sure you do it like on that side where I left plenty of room. Okay, but in this one I just have toe straps, ratchet straps, things like that. Again, it's got the arm that automatically opens and stays open. That's simple. And then this one I have my tools. So I also got 3 of these bags. So in case I want to change my loadout for whatever I'm doing, if I'm going to the range, going to the beach, things like that. But this one pretty much always stays the same. It's got my emergency tools, it's got some roadside stuff, it's got my air compressor, lights, things like that. And then basic tools that you should always have on you. That's for another video, but this has already come so in handy. In fact, just the other night, my friend's wife had a flat tire on a dark, country road. All I had to do is pull this bad boy out, and we had everything we needed to change her tire safely. All right, right here, like I said, 3-gallon Rotopax. They do have the Rotolox, which is even more important nowadays with how expensive fuel is. So basically, I have all my locks for all of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keys on a keychain, easily accessible to me, obviously. But yeah, it's pretty simple. I take that out, spin this around so that this goes perpendicular, and I'm able to pull this guy off and refuel as needed. Okay, now I also have stuff mounted on the inside. So as you can see, behind the extra large Gearpod, they make these mounts designed specifically for those Maxtrax. And as you can see, I have 2 of them. It's actually wide enough to accommodate a total of 4, in case you need one for each tire. I don't really feel like I need that. I don't do too much like hardcore off-roading in this truck. I just need to get it off the trail sometimes, but I'm not going to be going in any extreme terrain, so 2 is enough for me. Then on this side I have my axe and my shovel that are held on with these. Oh man, I forgot what they are. I'll leave them in the description below. But yeah, basically it's just sort of like a stretchy bungee with little ratchet things so that you could tighten it down. It's pretty easy access, pretty quick to release, but and quick to tighten up. And trust me, those things have held on tight even in bumpy terrain. I have not had any issues with these guys coming out of there. That's it. That's my setup, and that's how I have it set up to work for me. I've seen these things be set up so many different ways, obviously for the needs of the various users or owners, and it's really not that difficult to change things out. But I'm pretty happy with how this is. It gets everything done that I need. And yeah, man, this is great. Not only does it look good, not only is it modular, not only does it add on so much storage to my truck, but still gives me access to my bed. One of the best things that I found is that it's so easy to access these boxes, right? The traditional thing for trucks is having the box sort of back here, right? Your toolbox, if you have one of those. But then you got to open your bed, climb in there. It's a big pain in the ass. You don't know how many times people have seen me accessing these things, just standing over here to the side of my truck, standing up nice and comfortable, getting in there, getting what I need, getting out, and then putting it back in without ever having to climb into my bed. And they're just like wowed by it. But well worth every single penny. Highly recommend it. Feel free to leave comments below if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. And we'll be looking at other stuff that I have here set up on Luna as we go and continue upgrading her. All right.